I need is a miracle. All I need is you.
All I need is a miracle.
All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. All right, Kester.
Cast away. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Flock of Geeks Gaming. I am your host, Kester, and joining me this week is...
Defense, and then our guest,
We have a special guest today.
Gretz. He's going to stay in the background, I guess.
Yeah, he's just going to hide out. Are you going to come say hi?
Hello, everyone.
He's our Overwatch statistical genius.
Yeah, so we decided that we're going to cover Overwatch this week because that's all that's really happening.
It's nothing but Overwatch, but the whole point, of course, Kester just said, nothing's happening, and the new patch came out with a new character.
And it's all very exciting. The game is completely different now, so we're going to kind of re-go through all the characters. Talk about how things have changed because we're playing a different game now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a much better game.
It is more fun. It's definitely more balanced as of right now. I mean, we'll see what the future holds. But, yeah.
Some characters may be a little OP right now, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, cool. I think we should start off. It's going to be all Overwatch all the time today. So we're just going to start off by going through each character again, like give an analysis of each character. How to play them, what we think of them now in the new meta, and then we'll eventually get to the new character, and then we have a little bit of a tidbit of a secret new character that might be distributed soon.
Ooh, that's kind of exciting, because I did not know about this.
Oh, really?
Nah.
Finally!
Yeah,
Finally.
I haven't been on the boards much. I've just been playing.
Okay, so before we start, let's talk about Overbuff.
Yes, the site Overbuff, where you can look up your stats.
Yeah. All right, Kester, you found it. You tell.
Basically, you can type in your PSN name or whatever your handle is. It'll bring up your stats, tell you where you're ranked in the world, what your heroes are ranked. Pretty awesome. Found out I'm in the top 10% in the world. And my Tracer is 496 or 465, and my Diva is in the top 400. She's like 392.
Okay. First of all, you didn't mention the third character.
Oh, Torbjorn. Torbjorn is the 580th best Torbjorn in the world. I'm pretty happy about that.
I don't know if you should be.
No, I didn't even realize I used him that much. I was trying to use him a bunch there so they'd change him quicker was my...
Show his godly power.
Yeah, I figured if I won with him, the quicker he would be nerfed.
Yeah. So basically, if you're on PSN or a computer, whatever your username is, you go in and type it in, and it just shows you your stuff.
Yeah.
Just a breakdown of pretty much everything, especially quick play, like talking about quick play and competitive play separately. So it's really cool. I'm in the 84th percentile for Tracer.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's something.
It's something. You did something.
My May's at 50%.
I would have thought May would have been higher.
After 3 days.
Oh, that's a good point. That's like my Diva. I've been using her basically maining her since the patch. She's already at like 380, 362, something like that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I'm good with Diva.
Get a job.
I have a job. It's to play Overwatch.
Go to sleep.
That I can do without.
Okay, so let's start.
Yeah, let's
go in order.
Yeah, so we're gonna just go in order here. Let's start with Genenji.
Ah, the ninja.
Yeah, how do you feel about Genenji these days?
I'm gonna ask Gretz this question.
Okay.
In case anyone else is wondering who I am,
We brought him in.
I've been playing Overwatch with Kester a lot since it came out, and now we're trying to get some defense in there. He never plays though, because he sucks.
Because I got a job.
Yeah, he's just not good enough. Is what it is.
I'm trying to keep up other content. Check out the Let's Play.
Yeah, it is a great Let's Play.
If we're talking about Genji first,
Genji's our go-to.
He's in my opinion, he's one of those guys that if you have like one of the best Genji players in the world, he might matter.
Yeah.
Like if you have a really good one, he's really good, but there's no middle ground. You're either awesome Genji or you suck as Genji.
That seems to be his main thing. I would say like 99% of Genjis out there are terrible. And I think Genji players are some of my most hated players. I think they're my second most hated. Because they refuse to switch. They will only play Genji, and they all think they're good with him. And he's just annoying. I find him to be like a less good tracer. Like, he doesn't do anything. He just jumps around. Like, he's hard to kill, and maybe if you're sick with him, you can get some kills and cause some havoc. Most of the time, he's just a distraction. He's not doing anything.
No, I mean, you were playing the other day, Kester. I mean, actually today, I was watching you. There was a Bastion up, and like the whole point of Genji is to get up in his face. There was 2 of them, and Bastion was there the whole time.
Yeah.
They're terrible. I agree with Gretz. You have to be in like the top 1% of Genji players to be at all good.
Yeah, to be relevant in any way.
Especially in competitive. Like, I've seen good stuff, but if you put that time forward into someone else, even like Tracer, you're going to be a better player, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I have seen that Genji who can single-handedly like win a match, but I've probably seen it once in my twice in like the 1,000 matches of Overwatch I've played. So he's awesome, but is he great? Not really.
I agree. Okay, who's up?
We got McCree. Now, the new McCree is out of control, I think. I don't know about you guys, but I think he's just crazy.
I think the weird thing with him is they wanted to nerf his fan the hammer because it was like his god mode attack. It would just destroy anything in one hit. And then to bring him back, they gave his base damage a huge boost, so he's like a sniper, but his fan the hammer is still garbage.
Yeah.
He can't take out tanks anymore like he used to be able to, and it's kind of what you need him to be. He's basically just a replacement for Hanzo and Widowmaker. He's just a sniper.
He's almost like, just better Hanzo now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he's probably better just because he has more tools if you get in close. So, like, I don't know why you would pick Hanzo over him now.
Well, I think he's better than Hanzo now because Hanzo is using a bow and arrow, and Blizzard took that into effect. It seems like his projectile takes longer to get there, but McCree's using a revolver, so like his shots are there quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's out of control, I think, especially from what I understand on PC, because the aiming's so much better. He is just OP as hell. Like, he's in every match now. Like, everyone, as soon as someone says you're overpowered, you're in every fucking match. And that's kind of where McCree is right now. He has some, like, really good counters, though. Like, a Reaper will kill him. Widowmaker's still good against him. Tanks are good against him because they can get in his face. Like, a Diva or a Winston will take him out. Even a Roadhog, like I was playing earlier, and there was a 2 McCree team, and I was just hooking and destroying McCree's with Roadhog.
I think the player he actually replaced was Soldier.
Yeah.
Because why would you be a Soldier right now? McCree's way better at medium range because he doesn't have to rely on, like, Soldier got a nerf with his spread, and he doesn't do nearly the damage that McCree does, and he doesn't have a stun.
Ultimate's better, too.
His ultimate's a one-hit kill. Soldier's is worthless.
Yeah, so he is just the new Soldier now.
Yeah, he's basically just replaced Soldier and the snipers, in my opinion. He is totally out of control. I think they need to nerf his base damage and maybe make his fan a little better. Yeah. He should be a tank killer.
It's like they could not get this character right.
Well, the thing is, I think on console he was okay before.
Yeah, even before the nerf.
I think it just translated poorly into console than it did on PC. Like on poor, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Like that's the thing is when they make these balance adjustments, this was done basically for the pro game from what I understand and the PC. So like us console players are kind of feeling like second-class citizens. Like it took us this long to get our Torbjorn nerf. The patch dropped in like a week after the PC got it, and it was broken when it dropped.
Oh yeah, do you just want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like luckily they fixed it so quickly, so you didn't know, like it wasn't that big a deal. But man, apparently, like Anna, if you shot somebody in Xbox, it just crashed your game.
Just blew it up.
May's ice wall wasn't disappearing. It was a hot mess.
Yeah, May's ice wall would literally stay up the whole game until you made a new one or canceled it.
Luckily, though, it did only take him about 20 minutes to fix it, but kind of ridiculous that it wasn't ready to go out.
You should go online and check out some pictures of what people were doing with the Mei wall, because they figured out that if you went into the character switch but picked her again, your original wall would still stay there and you can make a new one.
Oh.
So people were going into maps and literally filling it with ice walls. Like, I think I saw a picture from Nepal and that like big room you fight in.
Yeah.
And they literally filled it with ice walls, and you could like run through the whole thing just on top of ice walls.
That is awesome. So, all right, next on here is Pharah. For me, Pharah went downhill pretty bad with this new.
Gretz, you use Pharah a lot.
Yeah,
so.
you use Pharah, but
I think people that don't know, they made it so that the hitboxes are smaller now, and so all the projectile characters got hit hard with that. So it's a lot harder to get direct hits with her. The thing with Pharah is though, unless you were really good with her and landing a lot of direct hits, you were doing more for splash damage and moving people around. I think she's a little harder to use, but I still think she hits pretty hard, especially with some of the characters that are coming in to play. There's with a lot more tanks coming in. It's nice that she can get out into range and take things out. I think she's a little less necessary because with no hero stacking in competitive,
yeah,
you don't need someone to fly around and take out turrets. There's only going to be one, and she can just do that, but so could someone else. Basically, the characters that she was best at countering aren't as good, so you don't really need her as much.
Yeah, that's probably her main thing. I've heard on PC, because of the McCree buff, like, you can't even use her anymore. She just gets shot out of the sky immediately by McCrees and soldiers. I was never really good with Pharah. She is one character that I've been practicing trying to get better with. She's not really... I almost think that Junkrat does better at like explosive damage and stuff. I don't think her ultimate is very good. I never hit anybody with it. You can if it's in conjunction with like say Zarya's, but most of the time I'm just shooting it, getting killed, and I maybe get one kill. Like, I don't know. I don't like her that much.
I like her special. Actually, like, if you try to fly up and use it, you are just an easy target. It seems like the best way to use it is on some of the closer quarters maps, jump out and catch them by surprise. Like on Anubis at the second point, if you can get out up on that left side and pop out and use it on them, you can kind of get a team kill if they're all bunched in there. It just relies so much on them being all bunched up and not having someone who can just swat you out of the sky, because you can only take like 2 hits.
Yeah, that was actually my point. I think the thing that's wrong with Pharah right now is she's just too squishy. Like, she's like a mech, like shooting rockets, and she's easily taken out in 2 to 3 shots.
And
pretty much
has
anyone.
Yeah, a giant hitbox.
Yeah, like I'm literally headshotting Pharahs out of the sky with May's icicles, like real easily too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would be far-fetched to give her like a hit point boost, because you have someone like Reaper who's also in the same class that has 250 and can heal himself when he kills someone. So I don't think it would be out of the question for them to give her some sort of more survivability.
Yeah, because she is just kind of like floating around in the sky. She's easily killed by a lot of the cast. Still good in certain maps though. Like a lot of King of the Hill, she's really good because she's just flying out. Like, because there's such a big skirmish going on at a single point. I don't know. I'm just not that great with her either, but I do like her.
I'm gonna say this: with the new meta, there's tank stacking a lot in competitive because they did the one hero stacking now.
Yeah,
I don't think we talked about that, but they actually did that. So a lot of people are doing 2 to 3 tanks each matchup for a team. Pharah's good because none of them really have projectiles. So if you're flying up in the air and you shoot down on 3 of them, you get hit them with rockets. It's pretty effective because you're, smacking them around and doing some damage.
Yeah, the tank stacking is kind of out of control. 2 of them's not a problem, but 3, especially on King of the Hill, you just can't damage them quick enough. And with the right support, like 2 supports and 3 tanks, you have to do so much damage. And it's like you have to kill their healers first before you can even turn your attention to them. And some of them, like Zarya has a shield, Reinhardt has a shield, and Roadhog self-heals. So they're all the tank survivability is through the charts right now.
Yeah, I agree.
So, all right, who's next here? Reaper. I still think Reaper is OP in this current meta. Luckily, you only have to deal with one of them now, but he because of the tank stacking, he needs to be OP, I think.
Well, for right now, yeah, he's pretty much your go-to for that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not very good with Reaper, honestly. I'm not a huge fan.
I like using him. I'm not great with him.
There always is a Reaper, though.
Yeah, there's always a
in
Reaper
every
on
match.
your team, so you don't really need to be good with him. But I like him, and I think he's very necessary right now to stop the tanks.
Yeah, he does eat up tanks pretty well. If there's 3 of them, it's hard to take out with anyone. But the thing with Reaper is that he's I think the one offense character that can swing a match. He can swing a match more than any of the other offensive characters because his special, every time someone uses it, they're getting like a double to triple kill at minimum. Because he just goes in there and gets a ton of one-hit kills, and that anytime it feels like you're about to get something going, you just get die.
Yeah,
And he just wipes out your whole team, and it's like, okay, well, there's that. And by the time you get back, he has it again.
He does have one of the most game-changing specials. I was playing. We were playing a match the other night, and the team managed to capture the point because of his special, and then they managed, we were dominating this team, but twice the Reaper wiped out our entire team, and they managed to move the payload. It's like, other than that, they didn't move it an inch. But I will say a lot of Reaper players are bad in that they don't really do objectives in objective time. Like, for some reason, Reaper players want to push and kill and push and kill. And it's like, yeah, you're up by their spawn point killing them, but there are 3 of them taking the point while you're up there. They see it like Reapers seem to be in their own little world where it's just like, this is Call of Duty where you're running around trying to get the most kills possible. There's something about that with the Reaper mentality that I just don't get it.
Okay, and Gretz said die, and it brought flashbacks of nightmares that I literally think that specials are just too fast. You're just getting your ultimates way too quick right now.
I completely agree with that. They don't feel that special because they're always going up.
Literally, Reaper, if you get a decent Reaper in there, he's specialing all the time.
Mm-hmm. And that's people seem to try and save their ultimates for this perfect team wiping thing. It's no, just use it because you're going to get it back. Just keep using them.
Yeah, that's what I learned starting to play more now. I was always trying to wait, but it's just if you just do it, you're going to get it in another minute.
Yeah.
Or minute and a half. Even if you don't do much.
Especially with certain characters, Reaper gets his really quick. Diva gets hers really quick now. May, you just always have it.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
The thing like you said with Reaper players kind of going out on their own, the thing about him is he works best on the point in close quarters hanging out with the tanks because he isn't that hard to kill. I mean, his Wraith mode, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate the invincibility mode on the characters that have it, but if he doesn't have that, he can go down easily with anyone that can fight outside of close range. So anyone that medium or far is going to kill him, like McCree, Soldier, even Farah. He goes down kind of quick.
He struggles against Tracer as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Sure, you can put her down in 2 shots, but a good one's going to stay right out of the range and put him down.
Well, if his best spot is behind Reinhardt's shield because you can't shoot him and he can just pour into you, or even near the other tanks, he works best there. So what he should be played for, no one seems to use him like that.
No.
He needs to be in the thick of it, not out in his own trying to pick people off.
Most Reapers, it's just they're out in the middle of nowhere shooting you, and it gets so annoying. You're like, why are you killing me at my spawn point? We're about to win. That's just how Reapers are. All right, you want to go to Soldier then? I've never really played Soldier, so I haven't really noticed much of a difference in this meta for him. I know he got hit pretty hard. Don't really see him as much, I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, well, his nerf was the spread. I don't think they nerfed anything else, did they?
Rate of special, I guess.
Oh, that's right. Well, because he has a self-heal.
Yeah, he has a self-heal, so that's
10%.
probably a wash.
The thing is, the problem is McCree's better, so why would you play him?
Yeah. It's the buff to McCree was kind of a nerf to Soldier.
Yeah, I haven't really played him that much lately. There was a little bit of a period there where I was playing him more. I think he's still. I don't think he's a bad character. I think there's a place for him, but he's not really that great. He's just kind of average.
Yeah.
There's nothing really. I think he's kind of nondescript.
Yeah, and that was his main thing, is he was average but good. Now it's like, what he was good at, though, McCree is great at.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Soldier used to kind of be the newbie offensive character. Like, oh, if you don't really know how to play very well, you could at least be Soldier. Now it's definitely like, if you don't really know what you're doing, just pick McCree because you're probably gonna get some kills.
Yeah.
And honestly, the soldiers I've been seeing recently are just like cannon fodder. Like, they just kind of run in and die.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of great Soldier play since the patch dropped. He is a noob character. I think, most noobs, though, for some reason, gravitate toward Genji.
I think Reaper, too.
Yeah.
I think Reaper strictly because he looks cool.
Yeah, but, like, people like Genji for some reason when they're new to the game. Because it's like, let me pick up the cool character, the ninja. It's like, he's the hardest character in the game to use, you idiots.
Yeah, Soldier used to be the guy that, like, you could use a Soldier in any mode, any map, with any team build, and he'd be useful because he dealt good damage. He had a self-heal, so especially in those ones you're holding a point, you could just sit in there and heal the whole team.
Or have him behind a Reinhardt,
Yeah,
healing him and the Reinhardt.
Where he's best, and his rockets are still good. I mean, they can still take out some people, but he doesn't do enough damage to the tanks. He doesn't have enough accuracy to take out the quick characters like Tracer or Genji. He's just kind of...
He's in a weird place.
Yeah, it's just going to get average damage out of him and not really change anything.
Yeah, before this nerf, I would have called him one of the best, or like this meta. In the previous meta, he was arguably one of the best characters, if not the best. Like, he was probably in the top 3, like him, Lucio, and Torbjorn, of course. Like, we're kind of like the 3 best characters, but now he's just not, there's nothing special to him right now. And he just got totally replaced.
Yeah, I agree. There's really nothing else to be said about him. He's totally average, and with the amount of soldiers I've seen, I've honestly can only recall 2 that were game-changing at all.
Yeah.
Like, in my competitive matches so far. So, I mean, that's something to be said as well.
Like, I'm interested to see how this affects, because he was the second most played character in, like, pro matches, and most, like, high-level teams always have, like, one guy who, like, exclusively plays Soldier. Like, he was that important. But now, I don't know. Maybe he still will be. We'll have to see. All right, so we're moving on to Tracer. Still my favorite. She's in a weird place now, too, because of the tank stacking. She just doesn't do enough damage to the tanks. She still has her uses, but it's much more situational now.
Yeah, I agree. There's a time and place for her, as opposed to before. You could pretty much get away with being her if the other team members built the team right. But now it's really, if they have one tank, maybe 2. And depending on who's healing and such is when she's really good. Or just extremely pointless.
Yeah, she can be, like, absolutely useless now, and that was never the case with her. But if you get a Junkrat, 3 tanks, there's not much she can do against that. And it kind of makes me sad.
Yeah. Well, me, Kester, you and I are Tracer players. Like, we really love to play her.
Yes.
Gretz, you don't play Tracer. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, for me, like you said, I don't play her. I can't. I'm just not good at it. So all I know of her is trying to kill her, and I don't ever see her anymore. I mean, the only Tracer I ever see is when I'm playing with Kester and he picks her. Other than that, there's none anymore. She's hard to hit, but if you hit her once, she's gonna die. That hasn't changed. She's still squishy. I'm with Kester with the tank stacking, and she can't do enough damage. I mean, for characters that have 200 hit points, she can take them out in 2 clips or 1.5 clips.
Yep.
But like, if Roadhog is that's nothing to her. She's not even like a distraction because she'd have to attack him, get like unload 5 clips into him. By then, he's just gonna keep healing himself and eventually chain her.
Yeah, eventually the problem is you won't put the tanks down before you run out of blinks, and then you're a corpse. Her main thing is, and and like her still main use is to harass a Reinhardt on like a payload map. Like if I see that like, you know, they have 3 tanks and they're just cruising, and the problem is it's because the Reinhardt is just standing on the payload and you can't get him off, that's when I'll pick her. Whenever I need to screw with a Reinhardt. But like King of the Hill is usually, you know, Zarya, Roadhog, Diva. Like she can't do anything there. Like she's just hitting them with such little damage. Like her damage output isn't high enough anymore. Because in the old meta, she was good at taking out like Torbjorns and Mercies and Zenyatta's, and I'd put her up against any of the attack characters or any of the defensive characters, but tank stacking, she can't do anything against it. So I feel like she got a huge hit whenever I thought she was going to get better.
I didn't necessarily think she was going to get better, but she seems like a character that, you know, you either stick to and get good with, or you just completely ignore her. So I didn't think she was going to get touched at all, and she'd always kind of stay the same efficiency. But I didn't personally see the tank stacking coming, so it did change a lot.
Yeah, I didn't see this happening either, and it does suck because Tracer is still my favorite character. She's my favorite to play, but you just can't. You don't see her anymore. She's hard. You're not putting a Roadhog down. You're not putting a Diva down. Like you can handle Winston a little bit, and you're actually good against Zarya, but the tanks now seem to be Diva or Reinhardt and Roadhog, or like nobody plays Winston or Zarya anymore. Yeah. So all right, moving on to our defense characters and Bastion.
Okay, I think he's the same.
Yeah, he's the same. I mean, he's honestly, at this point, I'd consider him one of the worst characters.
The no stacking hurt him. If you could stack 3 Bastions at the end of a payload mission, he could hold down the line at the very end and win a team as like a last gasp attempt. You can't do that anymore. Now you can only have one of them because one Tracer can get in there. A Pharah can take him out. Any of the snipers, Junkrat,
Genenji.
Yeah, he has so many counters. You might run into a match where you die a couple times and get mad at him, but he's not what he was, mainly because of the stacking going away. In quick play, I'm sure he still sucks, but in competitive, he's completely useless.
Yeah, and he's just not that good. Like, his turret's super powerful, but at this point, everyone, like, if you see the other team has a Bastion, usually, like, if we're playing together and I notice the team has a Bastion and I'm Tracer, I'm out in front and he's not setting up.
No, that's the thing. If you do see one, every time someone plays Bastion in competitive, he's dead instantly.
Yeah.
And
like, everyone's so focused on killing him because they don't want him to wipe out the team. So he's kind of like almost a joke character anymore. Like, people troll with him, and I think that's about it.
And the thing is, it's not like he needs like a buff. That's definitely not what he needs because he kills people in 2 hits. I mean, he could mow down any of the tanks really quick. So, like, it's not like they need to buff him up to make him good. I don't know. I just think it's kind of the nature of the game now. He's just not. His role doesn't really exist anymore.
No, because everyone knows about him and knows how to stop him and what to do. And
yeah, he was a character the first month, and then since then, when people actually play the game, like for so long now, I think how long's it been?
I don't know.
7 months?
I don't think it's been that
Not
long.
7. We're going on 8. It came out in what time? February?
No.
April?
Wasn't it? I don't know.
I don't know. It's been a couple months.
It's been a couple of months. We'll
but
go
like
with that.
seriously, like every single day, Bastion just becomes less and less. Honestly, and the only thing that really changed with this meta is that his heal ups his ultimate now, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's all he got.
He gets his ultimate too much too.
They added the 10% like they did with Soldier 2 to negate the fact that he can heal himself. So he heals himself to buff his ultimate, but it takes 10% longer. So it's kind of a wash.
And yeah, his ultimate has actually become not that great because of tank stacking. Because if there's a Diva or a Reinhardt, they're gonna block it.
That, and I always think, like, if there is a Bastion that's causing trouble, whenever he goes into his special, I'm relieved because he's easier to hit. He's not in his safe corner shooting you. He's trying to roll out into the battle, and he's defenseless at that point.
Yeah, he's got nothing. Like he's pretty bad now, I would say. And dumb. He's always been dumb. All right, Hanzo. Never played Hanzo. I hate him as a person. He's stupid. He's OP. He's kind of a player for people who are pussies and don't like to get into the action, and they just want to take pot shots. Like, I don't know. He's the worst.
I feel like every time a Hanzo kills me, it's like he wasn't doing it on purpose. He was just
Yeah, exactly.
he just randomly shot in and it happened to hit me. Yeah. Which and the thing is with this hitbox nerf, that's the biggest thing they complained about with Hanzo is his hitboxes were huge. Like he could hit anyone if he came within a foot of their character.
Yeah,
that's not happening anymore. So I honestly think I might have seen like 2 Hanzos since competitive play dropped.
I don't know.
Hero stacking
I'm
dropped.
still seeing them. Like there's a committed group of Hanzo players out there who think he's awesome.
Well, as soon as they get the wolf costume, they gotta play Hanzo.
I do like that one because it's called Okami.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's the white wolf, right?
Yeah, it's the white wolf.
Good. Well, like we said earlier, honestly, even though they're different categories of characters, you might as well pick McCree.
Yeah.
The only thing that Hanzo has over McCree is the his abilities, the scatter shot and the radar arrow, basically, where you can see people.
Yeah, the radar arrow is really good.
I've never really liked his special either. I can never kill anyone with it.
Yeah, it's really good. I just suck with it. I just suck with him. I don't like his play style. Like, I don't want to sit behind everyone taking pot shots at him. Like, I want to be in there. I want to be playing the game. I don't want to feel like I'm just shooting arrows and accidentally killing people. Because I really do. I'm 100% with Gretz on that one. He's just accidentally killing me all the time. Like,
yeah, I just don't really understand. I guess it's kind of like with Genji. Like he's like this cool like ninja archer kind of guy. He has good mobility, so he can get to good spots, but he's so easy to counter. Anyone that's good at close range is going to take him out instantly. He's a sniper with a projectile weapon. It's not a hit scan, so it takes forever to get there. When it hits, it's good, but I just like if I have a Hanzo on my team, I ask myself like, what is this guy even going to do to help? And I don't really think it's much.
Yeah, and I mean Hanzo players think they're good too, and that they're helping. Like you'll have it's like we're trying to push this payload across the finish line. Like you behind the entire group taking pot shots is not helping us.
And every single time. Like, it's a capture the point or moving the payload. Like, I can't tell you how many times my team has lost the match because there was someone on the team that was there that could have jumped in to reset the overtime timer or to move the payload. It's Hanzo, and he won't jump in. Like, he'll run away. Like,
yeah, he's not he's not fighting anybody. He's just going to jump and cower in fear because he's a coward.
Yeah, they haven't got – it's like the people who play him haven't got – like the memo that it's a team-based, objective-based game, and they're just out there to get their KD up.
Yeah.
They don't care if they win or lose.
They're just like, oh, I got the gold medal in kills. It's like, well, that doesn't mean jack shit. Like, what's your objective time, asshole? Like, you get a lot of people like that. And especially, like, picking him on, like, attack, like, on Route 66. Like, what is he doing for me? Like, he's killing someone occasionally? Like, that's not helping move the payload. Like, you're just standing there. And if the other team has, like, a counter for you, then you're just getting killed by Tracer or Widowmaker over and over again. So, like, what are you doing? And, like, Hanzo players are the same as Genji. They do not switch. That's who they play. And, I mean, he is good. I just hate him. Oh, the rat. Okay. Next is Junkrat. Oh, do I hate Junkrat. I think Junkrat is my most hated character. And you two dickheads both play him, so why don't you tell me why he's good?
Why do you hate him?
Because he's annoying. Like, he's just fucking he's the same as Hanzo. He's just launching bombs in.
But the thing is about Junkrat is that's the point. They're arcing projectiles. It's almost impossible to know where it's going to hit all the time. Yeah. He is a true defensive character in the aspect of you lob things in to prevent them from coming in that door or that area. It's like, oh, Junkrat's shooting there, I'm leaving.
You know why I hate Junkrat?
Why?
Because I'm a Tracer main, and he
he's
kills me.
Yeah.
He just wipes me out in one shot, and
Plus
he's never shooting at me.
And he has the bear trap.
And he has the trap. Like, I'm always in that fucking trap. So it's just he annoys me. personal level.
Okay, so you hate him personally.
Yeah.
He's a good player. He's been in this meta. He's being played almost on every team.
Well, he is fucking sick.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think he got touched.
Nah. He's so useful, like, trying to get, like, just everything. He's good at everything. He's one of those people.
Well, he's good at taking out tanks because he deals a lot of damage on a direct hit. You're right. It's like Hanzo because I play a lot of Junkrat, and you get a lot of accidental kills. Like you say, as a Tracer player, how easily he kills her. But when I'm playing him, I feel like I can't fight Tracer. Like, I can't do it. But I'll kill her, like, randomly out of nowhere. Like, I'll get a random bounce and she'll just die.
Yeah.
And with his trap, too, I'll throw that thing down and, like, 45 seconds later after I've forgotten about it, like, oh, wait, someone's in my trap. Like, you do get a lot of accidental stuff like that. I like playing him because I love his play style. I like using his bomb to bounce around and getting up high. So he has good survivability because of that, because you can just escape. People don't want to get in close to you because you'll die in one hit if you do.
Yeah.
I like the play style, so I really like him.
He is a lot of fun from what I understand. I get sick of I don't like him because he's so good. And
You're salty.
I'm salty about him is kind of what it is.
Well, then just admit it.
Okay, I am. I'm salty about how good he is. And if I could break down my stats of, like, the character that's killed me the most, it has to be Junkrat.
As a Tracer player, I agree.
No, just in general.
Oh, well then, okay.
In
Whatever.
general, no matter who I'm using, no matter what's happening, his balls are always hitting me, and I'm always in that goddamn trap.
Okay, well, I'm ending the bitch fest now because I want to talk about. I think he has the best costumes.
I don't know. I totally disagree with that.
I love it.
I
Look,
like-
you get the Jester costume,
I like the Jester costume,
which is one of my favorites.
Costumes.
His Scarecrow costume is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's Batman villains, which is awesome.
Yeah, he really is. That's a good call.
Yeah, that's not my favorite costumes, though.
Okay, but I do want to say this. We're looking at the characters as we talk about this. Why does so many characters have robot arms in this game?
I don't know, because
Like McCree has one,
future.
Junkrat has one, Symmetra has one, Torbjorn. Well, he's just like,
yeah, he has a robot arm.
yeah.
Junkrat has a peg leg too.
Like, why does he? What's
I mean,
what's up with the robot arms?
I think they're constantly in these wars, man, and they're losing limbs. What do you
so
think?
many
What do you
arms
think's
blown up.
happening?
Okay, is there anything else? What do you? I think his ultimate. I mean, his ultimate's a game changer.
Yeah, it's a game changer. That's what I mean. I'm salty, and I don't like him because he's so good. Like, I feel like he is he has to be on every team. Like, that's why I don't like. He's that good.
I agree. I mean, I think he's pretty much good in any situation.
Yeah.
I think King of the Hill depends on the map.
Yeah, it depends on.
I would
no,
say.
he's still good. He's still
good.
He's good at everything.
Okay.
If you want to counter him, the one thing Farrah can still do is you can't hit her with Junkrat.
Yeah,
because he can't fire into the sky.
Yeah, I've taken Junkrat out pretty good with Soldier too. Probably McCree now instead of Soldier. We're gonna move on to my second favorite character in the game, which is Mei. Mei is Bae.
I'm maining May now.
Yeah, Andrew mains Mei, so he's the worst type of person.
I was sitting at my cube at work and I realized, what does this team need? It needs the worst character in the game.
Yeah, she's the worst.
So I bit the bullet and I'm starting to play May. And I honestly, I'm impressed with myself that I made it into the 50% so fast. Considering I haven't played competitive until this week. But she's undeniably fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Like, she is totally game changing. Everyone hates her, and it's for a very good reason.
Yeah, she looks too happy and sweet for how like psychotic and sadistic this bitch is. Like, she freezes you, then just lines up a shot and puts an icicle through your skull
while
like,
she's smiling.
While she's smiling
the whole time.
at you. It's like she's so adorable and yet like a sociopath. I can't stand her.
I think she's annoying. Like, I hate when she talks.
Yeah.
Like, I die, and I just don't want to die because I don't want to hear her talk when she revives.
Uh-huh.
But She's so good.
She's incredible. Her survivability is just off the charts.
It really is. I don't think she got touched other than that glitch.
No, she didn't get touched because they were like, we want to keep May the best in the game for some reason.
Well, the funny thing with that on patch day when it broke the game, it was so fitting that it was her because as we've said from the get-go, is she just takes the fun right out of the game.
That is her thing, yeah.
Like, if she's in the match, like, you're not having fun. Like, it's over. Like, you're gonna be frozen. Doesn't matter who you are. You can't get away. Like, if you're playing Lucio or Tracer or Genji, who are all the speed characters, if she hits you for a tenth of a second, it slows you down enough that you're dead because you're frozen.
Yep.
She can outrun you then.
If you play any of the tanks.
Yeah, she just freezes you. Like I said, I hate the invulnerability moves. And not only does she have an invulnerability, it maxes her health out, basically. So she has 2 lives. Well, really more, because by the time you wear her down again, she has it back.
Yep, or like, let's say you put her in, she uses it, and then you're like, all right, we're going to all gang up on May. She comes out of it, she just throws up an ice wall and runs away. Like, she's a goddamn maniac. Like, I don't know why they decided to make May the best character.
Her special sucks because it's like a super powered version of her normal gun. It just freezes you instantly and hurts you. She ruins the fun.
She does take the fun out of the game. That's her main thing.
Again, it's another one where Pharah is still good because she can't hit Pharah as long as you can stay in the air. But even with her, if you hit her twice, she just goes into Ice Cube and she's fine.
Yeah, she's fine.
So there's really not a hard counter for her. Outside of a lot of teamwork and strategy.
And I think that's the one good thing is that I would say there's probably 90% of the people who play this game absolutely hate her.
Right. If they liked her, you'd see her a lot more and it would suck.
Yeah, she'd be in every match because she is the best character, let's be honest. And you don't see her because everyone hates her. So when the other team has one, everyone is just trying to kill her as much as possible.
Well, like, the thing is, like, I mean, I'm cool, like, it's a team-based strategy game, but I hate it when there's one character that your whole team has to focus on.
Yeah, and that's mad.
And that's pretty much, she's one of those, because you can't let her go. One person can't take her out. And her move, like, Fence has been using here, at the end of a mission on payload or attack the point, if there's like 5 seconds left, just throw your special down and they can't run in. It's over.
Yeah.
Like, you can't challenge it because you'll be frozen.
Yeah, like, and there's the other, like, no one's taking her in a one-on-one fight. Like, that's the, like, you need to have at least 2 people shooting at her to take her down. And even then, she's still going to survive. It's just a matter of how long it takes for all 6 of you to kill one character.
May's perfect because she's either a powerhouse in the game, like, as you're playing, like, she does a lot for the team, or she's the annoyance for the other team, so you could literally run somewhere else and they'll just chase you.
Oh, I would absolutely chase that bitch down.
I know. So this is the thing. It's like, even if you're not very good with her, you're still going to get ganked up on, and like, you can just sway the tide of battle just like that.
And that might be another reason you don't see a lot of her, is because, like, if you first come into the game and you're like, I'm going to try this May character out, everyone is just going to be onslaughting against you, and you're going to think she sucks.
Dude, her icicles are sick.
Yeah, they do a ton of damage. I think it's like 80, isn't it?
I've sniped more Widowmakers than they've sniped me with May's icicles.
Yeah, she's just unstoppable.
I love her. I've been playing her for 3 days, and I have a ton of fun. I still like Tracer better, but in the current meta, May is like pretty much useful in almost any situation.
Yeah, she is way better than Tracer is. Her tank stopping is great too. I never even think of her as a counter to anything because I hate her so much, but she is a great counter to tanks, and she's probably a good way to go in tank stacking. Another huge thing with her is last points, like in Anubis or Hanamura, or like even a payload mission, like right at the finish line. You have to be on there, and there's just a May freezing you. So she's just out of control.
The thing I hate about her is she's unstoppable at close range. She could kill anyone at close range without even trying because she just freezes them and takes them out of the game. And she has that stupid icicle gun, which I forgot about, and I always forget I have it when I'm using her. She's a better sniper than Hanzo and Widowmaker because she does so much damage at range. And she has a wall that acts as a tank because it takes a ton of damage, and she gets it all the time. So, like, she's made for every role, and she's like the best at all of them.
Yeah, it's like, what doesn't Mei have?
She can't heal other people, but she heals herself.
Yeah, she has she's great in close range. She's great at long range. She has the best survivability in the game. She has a wall for some reason. Like,
it's not inconceivable that you could win every medal with her. Because she can heal, she can tank, she can deal the most damage, she controls points.
Yep. I remember winning a Temple of Anubis where our entire team died, but their team could not kill our Mei. All 6 of them were attacking her, and she held out long enough for our entire team to get back. Like, that's out of control. That's ridiculous that one character is that good.
You done?
I'm done.
You done?
I don't know.
You're gonna see a lot of
It's
her.
a lot better here.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot better.
Yeah, it's just the next one up.
All right, good old Torbjorn. I speaking humbly as the 582nd best Torbjorn in the world. I love him, and I can't win. I'm so sad they nerfed him.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm happy about this. The nerf has completely made him useless. I thought he would still like be viable and have like some situational usage, but he's just garbage now.
I think the biggest nerf to him was no stacking.
Yeah,
because we got to the point there towards the end where if there was just one, it was no problem.
Yeah,
they didn't even need a damage nerf.
Yeah, like they didn't even need the damage nerf. It really didn't affect him as much as the hero stacking did. Like, you could have just took hero stacking out of the game and left the turret as is, and it wouldn't even mattered anymore.
Yeah, that's what I think. Because if you were Pharah before, she's the hard counter, but if there was 2 or 3, they'd kill you before you got them. With one, she can take it out easily. Winston can take it out. Diva can take it out.
Soldier can take it out.
Yeah, he's the most. I think he is the most useless character. And for some reason, people are still playing him, even in competitive.
Yeah, you see a lot of them still, and I think it is either they don't realize that he was nerfed, or that's all they've played since the game
We
came
said
out.
that when we were playing these Torbjorn parties. It's like, when this game changes, they're not going to be able to play it on else. They're going to suck.
And it's really happening. Like, on attack I was playing, and it's like, you're using Torbjorn to attack this payload? Like, they just don't know how to play. It's hilarious.
It's literally like every match you get a Torbjorn who's attacking for some reason. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, they just can't play anyone else, I guess.
They need a button or you change characters now. Like, do it, and you have to vote.
Yeah, exactly. There should be a "Don't Be Torbjorn" button.
Actually, Gretz came up with a great idea. Basically, when you know you're on attack, just pick Torbjorn automatic, like from the get-go, and then whenever you get into the area and everyone leaves the area, just switch out.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Because there's no hero stacking, and then they're already out of the space, so just switch to whoever you wanted to be in originally, and there's no Torbjorn.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I used a lot of Torbjorn, and the reason became because, like, in competitive, if you wanted to, like, win a match, like, the other team was going to have no problem using 5 of them. So you kind of had to have one because he was so OP, and there is something to say. Like, I used to say you just throw the turret up and it wins, but you did have to, like, place it and shit, and, like, but he also had a flame shotgun. Like, that kind of stuff would probably still be good. It's just his turret. You really would probably have to work with the turret, stay beside it, and try and kill people with his flame shotgun. And I think just the people who are playing him don't even know how to play the game and never learn.
Well, they would, with the picking games so no one else can. I hate to do that because, I want people to be able to play the character they want, but if I'm in a bad mood and we're losing over and over in competitive because someone's playing Torbjorn on attack, it's like, come on, man. Like, this isn't quick play. Like, you're learning the characters. If you're playing in competitive, you should know how your character works and what he's good at. And Torbjorn's not good for attack in a competitive mode.
Nah, and I think we could probably end with this in general. I think that just a lot of people have, like, a fundamental misunderstanding of this game and how to play it. And you see it a lot in competitive under the, like, level 55 where it's like you're on defense and somebody's picking like Genji, or you're on offense and someone's picking Bastion, like, or you're in like King of the Hill and you have a Widowmaker. It's just like a lot of people it doesn't seem like they've done any kind of research into how to play this game. Like there's tons of stuff all over YouTube of how to play, but people just like they don't understand. They're like, well, I get the most kills with Torbjorn, I should play Torbjorn. It's not how the game works. And I'm happy to see him gone, but I don't know if he needed to be like the turret. If it makes sense, and it should have been okay still. Like it shouldn't have been completely nerfed out of the game, in my opinion. But
I think the nerf shouldn't have been to its damage. The nerf should have been to its tracking. The fact that it's an auto aim bot and it fires on you as soon as it sees one pixel and hits you instantly.
Yeah.
That it should have a delay. It should take like a second and a half for it to track onto you, and it shouldn't be able to outrange snipers.
Yeah.
there are like a couple maps where you can outrange it with Widowmaker or Pharah, but on most of them, even big ones, like it has so much range and it should not.
No. And I mean the game has been a lot better since they took out the Torbjorns. I don't lose a lot anymore. It's because I'm not getting beaten by the gimmick of 6 Torbjorns anymore. And it's so much better.
Certain maps have become so much more fun. Volskaya is so much more fun now because of that.
Yeah, Temple of Anubis.
Yeah. Like those were the worst. Getting that second point and having to fight through 3 Torbjorns and a Bastion was just awful. Now that people actually have to play it, you're getting awesome finishes to those matches because you can actually play the game against people and not aimbots.
Yeah, and it's so much nicer playing the game now too because you're not dreading certain maps anymore. It's like no matter what the map is, it's just going to be a team versus a team, not a gimmick versus a gimmick, which is, much better. Good work, Blizzard. All right, we're moving on to Widowmaker. Widowmaker sucks, guys. I don't know about you, but I just think maybe this is a PC thing, but they should not have nerfed her on console. I think she would be really useful right now if she hadn't got that nerf.
Honestly, looking at the character list, in my opinion, she's either the number 1 or number 2 least played characters.
Yeah.
In competitive right now on console.
Yeah, she's not useful at all.
Like, I honestly, looking at them, yeah. I think she's either 1 or 2. And we haven't talked about the other one yet.
Yeah. What's she doing for me? I sometimes see a person pick Widowmaker, and it's like, if you're going to pick Widowmaker, I need to see your name coming on that ticker. Like, I need to see you getting kills. And they never are, so it's like, what is she doing?
Throwing poison grenades in the hallway.
Yeah. If she wouldn't have got the nerf, I think she'd be awesome, and I think she'd be a lot of fun, and I think, but what... Hanzo is better. McCree is now better. There's no need for her.
No, I completely agree.
And I really like her. I want her to be good. It's just
the thing with the snipers is it's kind of hard to tell when there's a sniper on your team. It can be kind of hard to tell how effective they are. It's easier for the other team because they're the ones that are getting picked off from the depths. Because your sniper's hidden, you're probably not going to see them while if they're on your own team. If you're on the receiving end of a good sniper, it can suck. But I will say for Widowmaker, as of late, I have not run into a Widowmaker that was like mowing down our team or killing me at all because she's not being played at all.
No, she is just not played. I think probably in the past week, I played one match where I even noticed there was a Widowmaker, and it was because I was Tracer and she killed me twice.
Yeah, there's no maps where she's really that useful. And again, it goes back to no Torbjorn stacking. She was one of the ones that was good at that. Her role's kind of been eliminated.
Yeah, she has no purpose now. And I really like her character, and I like playing as her. Like, I was playing her in quick play, and I'm absolutely having a blast with her. But, like, I'm not getting kills, and I'm not contributing to moving a payload or stopping a payload. So, like, or capturing a point with her. So I don't know what her point is now. Like, because, yeah, it was to stop bastions and turrets and But they're not even an issue.
No, she got nerfed too hard. I didn't think she needed one at all. And I mean, they pretty much she just kind of made her useless.
Yeah. What's funny
really all it
is like I do watch, like, occasionally I'll watch tournaments, and back whenever, the original meta of the game on PC, it was out of control. It was who's ever Widowmaker was better, because they were just wiping out the entire team. But that never happened on consoles. Like, nobody on console can snipe that well. So, like, point and click, she was incredible. She's still even good from what I understand on the PC. But on console, she needs something done to her.
And whenever you need a sniper now, like, someone's playing Hanzo all the time, so
yeah,
like, why would you need a Widowmaker?
Yeah, that's the other thing is the fact that you always have a Hanzo. Why would I pick a Widowmaker? And now there's Anna as well, and people are picking Anna because it's the hot thing. There's no reason to ever pick her, and it sucks because I love her and I like her character. That she sucks.
Yeah, she's too weak. I mean, and she has to charge is the other thing. So you can't lay into a group with because if you just do the quick fire, it does no damage. If you charge up her shot, it takes too long.
Her ultimate
they need to buff her damage, I think, or something.
Yeah, her ultimate's good. But like Hanzo's can be game changing. Like her ultimate isn't game changing, and she's not getting enough kills to be game changing. Maybe she's doing damage, but you never see it or you can't tell.
Yeah, I think that's really all there is for her.
Yeah, she's kind of weak now.
Oh God.
So tanks. Tanks are out of control right now. We've been kind of discussing this. We're gonna start with Diva. I love Diva now. I loved Diva before, and I think she's just out of control good right now.
They buffed her for sure. It's very noticeable. She's definitely pretty much in every single match you play. It's like the go-to tank at this point. And I mean, honestly, I can't tell you what it is. I think she's a little too OP, but I don't know why. I think she just annoys me. I like her, but to fight her, it's hard.
She is a little OP now because her shield, and then especially her main thing is her and another tank is the issue. Because if you put her with Reinhardt, now you have two shields that can negate damage. If you put her with Roadhog, now you have a guy who can't be killed, and then you have another one who has a shield with 2 lives. Same with all of them. They all have shields now. She's flying around, so she's quick. She does decent damage. Her shield absorbs almost anything except beams. And even if you kill her, she's still good out. She's still a threat outside that mech. Like, I kill a lot of people outside of that mech. Her super is good again, but it's where it's always should have been, in my opinion. So that really so she's just super good now, and she was already kind of good.
Yeah, everyone always said that she was unplayable before, and I didn't see that. I always thought she was very useful. She wasn't good at tanking. She wasn't good at her role because she would die instantly. She was easy to hit. She had basically no shield.
Giant hitbox. Yeah,
the problem I have with her shield now is it doesn't take damage. Shooting it does nothing. I think when her shield is up and you shoot it, the timer should go down or something. I don't like that it's indestructible for 10 seconds. You can't do anything to it. You can't fight her. I don't like that. I mean, unless you have a beam character like Zarya or Winston, I just think that is a little... I think the shield change was a little too much, and I think that's probably because they completely changed how it works, and they weren't sure how it was going to work.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably going to end up... I bet it gets nerfed in the future.
I think at some point she is going to have to take a nerf. She's out of control. I think she's way too good. Especially, the other thing about her is she's good. She's the best at killing the other tanks, except for maybe Reinhardt. She can kill Winston. Winston has no chance against the Diva.
See, I would disagree. I actually like fighting her as Winston.
Really? I don't know. Maybe it's...
the thing is, if you can get the drop on her, and if it's a one... Here's the thing. Like you said, when she's with someone else, that's a problem. If it's just me against Diva... I feel fine because I'm quicker than her. She can't shoot you.
Yeah.
And her shield can't stop you. Because you can just run around in a circle around her and just keep electrocuting her because you're an auto hit. You'll eventually wear her down and she can't shoot you. The problem is if there's a Reinhardt there or someone else bugging you and you have to focus on them, then she can take you out instantly. It's just you have to get her one-on-one and you have to get the drop on her.
Yeah, and now it's like she does too much. Like, she can tank, but she also can fly. So she can get behind people and like she's another one like Mei. It's like, what doesn't she have? Like, she has a shield, she has guns with unlimited ammo that never have to reload. She's got a good ultimate. She's got 2 lives, which is another thing. And I mean, I love D.Va, so I'm happy about all this.
Well, the thing with her shield is they basically made it like Reinhardt's, like where it just holds up. You just hold it there, and it charges back really quick. It doesn't last as long as Reinhardt's, but it charges back quicker.
Yeah, it does.
So it's like she almost takes the role of Reinhardt, but she can still deal great damage close range and decent damage at mid range.
Yeah, she is very good. Like, she's gonna be in every match now. She went from being the worst tank to arguably the best, I think. I mean, it's all arguable.
I don't think she's the best tank, but I think she's the best utility tank, I would say, because she has charge. I think she's a better charge than Reinhardt as mobility goes, for sure.
Definitely.
And, like, she can just, like you said earlier, she can chase down anybody. Like,
yeah, that's a big thing with her.
Like, you can literally chase down anything that runs away from you, because they will, because you have that shield now that you can pop up whenever they go, and whenever they reload, you can unload on them, and then if they run away, you just charge at them and can stop the charge. When Reinhardt, you just go.
Yeah, that's the thing with the way to play her now, and maybe people will adjust a little better, but a lot of what's happening is, like, you would think, okay, Reaper, great for taking out tanks. He should be really good at taking out D.Va, but Reapers just fire at you, and they're firing at you. You put your shield up. As soon as they start to reload, you take it down, you start shooting them. As soon as they get their start shooting you again, you put your shield up. So, like, they're just pouring shots into your shield, and every time they reload, you're hitting them.
Mm-hmm. I feel like D.Va's a great character if you have a Reinhardt already, say. D.Va's a great character to go assist the offensive characters, like in like a charge kind of situation where you're trying to take a bunch of people out. Reinhardt's great at, I think, better at protecting things. Like, he's a better payload protector.
Yeah.
But D.Va's great because she can kind of run around the perimeter and almost just annoy people and just live a long time.
Yeah.
And plus, you have 2 lives.
And you can get behind people. She's great. And,
Yeah.
like, speaking of Reinhardt, let's just move to him. Reinhardt is still the same. He's still God tier. Like, the D.Va buffs didn't replace him in any way. Like, he's still arguably the best tank and most valuable tank, I would say.
Yeah, as tanking goes, I agree.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it feels like his melee is out of control powerful now.
Yeah.
Like, it's so powerful.
Yeah, as far as tanking goes, he's still the best. You need to have a Reinhardt to win, like we always say when we're playing, because he's just so good at moving the payload, covering the point. He can lead you into a point. He's the best tank. And that hammer, though, does so much damage.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's a melee weapon. It's close range, but it does so much damage if you get near him. So, like, if you're playing a character like Winston's weapon could go through his shield, which is awesome. So if you're fighting Reinhardt and you have one more person on your team that's making him hold up his shield, you can take him out. But one-on-one, the other tanks can't kill him.
No.
Reapers and Tracers are going to get to him. McCree, maybe, if he can get behind him. I just think I don't know that I want to say they should nerf his hammer because it's a tank, and I don't know that I'm worried about it, but it does seem like it does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think he's fine where he's at because, I mean, you can't really, if you change him, it's a different game. So
His flame hammer is a little out of control, too.
His super?
No, his throw.
Yeah, that does a ton of damage.
Like, it's just one of those, like, really? Did you need that too?
Yeah.
Well, his charge is so good because the reason I think his charge is perfect is because if you do hit with it, it pretty much kills anything in one hit.
Yeah, except other tanks.
Yeah, but it's very situational and it's very hard to get off if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and like that's why I think that like the only real reason to play Tracer anymore is because of Reinhardt. Like, a Tracer will harass the shit out of him. She will make his life miserable, and that can be game-changing for your team. If your Reinhardt is trying to deal with the Tracer the whole match, he's not moving the objective. He is not on top of things. So he does have a hard counter, at least.
Yeah, he does. There's definitely easy ways to take him out, but I am with Andrew. That flame ranged attack, I don't know why he has that. He shouldn't. I think he should just be a god at close range, and he shouldn't have a ranged ability that, like, if you're Junkrat or someone that's trying to take him out, that's supposed to be a counter to him. Oh, here's a flame that has a gigantic hitbox, and it's gonna hit you and crush you. I don't understand what the point of that is.
It does just hit you too. It
can't avoid it.
No.
Almost like it seems like it's too big.
Yeah, and there's no like real wind up to it, like, so it's just instant. So like you never see it coming, and it's just on you.
Well, the thing is, if you do see it coming, you're getting hit.
Yeah, you're dead.
It's like, oh, you're dead. Like, it doesn't even matter. It'll hit you no matter what. It's like, I get where they're coming from because he is so close range. It's just, that should be his thing. Like, he should be the tank that's a god of tanks, but he just can't get you at range. Like, that's the point of every other character. He's one of those few characters where it's like, he shouldn't really have anything else, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And plus, his hammer's just too good.
It is so powerful.
Like, it just seems like it's... do you feel like it got better?
No, I don't feel like it
You
got
just
better.
felt like it's been that
always
good.
Been like that.
Okay. It must just be me then.
Yeah, you might have been because you were used to Tracer and not dealing
Not
with him.
ever getting hit by him. Yeah, maybe.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, moving on to the Hog, Roadhog. Roadhog's an interesting character to me because when this game first came out, like, I thought he was the worst character in this game. But I absolutely love him now. I think he's a blast to play. I think he's really good. The hook, man, it's one of the few things that counters like a Mei. Like, it's the one thing you can do to a Mei.
Well, until she glaciers.
Yeah, but I mean, if she doesn't have the glacier, at least she can hook and kill her.
She has the glacier.
Yeah, she always has it. What am I saying?
I completely agree with you. I think Roadhog is a force to be reckoned with. He's another character that's definitely popped up more since the patch hit, and it's basically going to be Diva, Reinhardt, and Roadhog a lot of the time when you're playing with the tank stacking. And his offense is killer. His heal's very, very good.
Yep.
I think the one thing that is broken with Roadhog is his hook cooldown is not long enough.
No, and its hook is also magical. It can go through walls.
It's still clipping and glitching through the environment where, like, I'm literally behind a wall in a cave and he pulls me out.
Yep, and just boom, you're dead.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with that hook cooldown. What is it? 6 seconds? McCree's slide reload that is basically useless and does nothing has a 10-second cooldown.
Yeah.
So, like, are you kidding me?
That's a good point.
Like, that is absolutely ridiculous, that hook. The fact that it hits you if it's within the tri-state area. The fact that...
Yep.
Like, the fact that it's glitching. The thing is, they tried to nerf him. Like, someone at Blizzard said, okay, he needs nerfed. So they made his special, which sucks, take longer, that you don't even care about anyways. It takes 45% longer.
And it's awful. It's like one of the worst specials in the game.
It'll move, it'll push you around, and you'll be minor. It's like a minor inconvenience.
But
it's not going to kill you.
No, and it's actually, I don't even like doing it. Like, I've been playing a lot of Roadhog, and I don't even like using it because when I do, I can't heal myself. I'm a giant target shooting pellets at people.
Yeah, I don't know why that's what they decided to do to him. I think the hook should have a 12-second cooldown.
At least a 10.
Especially, well, here's the thing. It's, again, because of the hero stacking. Before, 2 Reapers would end him. He would be no problem.
No, yeah.
Now that you can't do that, he's unkillable. And he has a hook that's a one-shot on anybody. I mean, if he hooks anybody with that does his shotgun, they're dead.
Yeah.
Other than maybe another Roadhog. or it's one of the other tanks. And even them, he can take out in like 1 or 2 shots.
Yeah, Diva is actually good against him because
Yes.
if he hooks her and pulls her in, it's just like you're pulling Diva closer to you.
And you can just fly through him and push him away.
Yeah, and then shield and back away. It's just without the hero stacking, he is kind of out of control. You don't have the firepower to take him down. He's healing himself. He has a hook that's just one-shotting everybody. And, like, if your hook accuracy is at, like, over 60%, that means 60% of the time you throw that hook, you're getting a kill, and you're throwing it every 6 seconds. You're talking, like, 15 kills in a match from the hook, and that's ridiculous. The only thing that isn't OP about him is his special, but it's like when you have all that going for you, he's god tier, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd honestly be okay with just upping his cooldown for the hook and making so that it's kind of his nerf, and actually
I
buffing his special, because it literally all it does is make a lot of noise, and like it's a big visual, and he's just stomping around. The whole team just kills you. Like the only time to use it is if you're in a room with 2 other people. Like, that's pretty much the only time you should use
there's a wall behind them so they can't get pushed out.
Exactly. Like, that's the only time. Like, you never, like, jumping into a crowd of people and using it never really works.
No, it doesn't. Usually you just end up dead. I think also that the cooldown on his heal needs to be increased, too. Because he is just constantly healing himself. He's constantly hooking you. So, I mean, he is OP a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Plus, he's showing up a lot more because of this the stacking, so we're seeing it more. Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be noticed.
And I will say, like, I don't mind the tank stacking as much as I mind the Torbjorn bullshit, but it's
at least you can at least get around it.
Yeah,
and it takes skill.
It's really hard to stop on King of the Hill, though.
It is. It's whoever gets in first with 3 tanks, and you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, next character.
Moving on, Winston.
One more thing on the tank stacking while we're on it. The thing I like about it over the turrets was the Torbjorn is obviously overpowered, but only the defending team could utilize it.
Yeah.
With tank stacking, it's viable on both sides. So if the other team is doing it, you can do it too. And then it's down to who does it better. So I like that you can actually play in a level playing field as opposed to the turrets. And I think with the tanks, too, is there are counters to it. It relies on teamwork, but at least when they're tank stacking, your teamwork is going to take down 3 of their characters, not one pet turret.
Yeah.
Before you had to use your whole team to take out a turret, now you use your whole team to take out half their team, and once they're gone, there's nothing useful left.
Yeah, it's way better.
We can move on to the best character in the game now.
This is the best character in the game, Winston. I love Winston. Me and Gretz had many stacking Winston nights where we dominated. I think Winston now, though, one Winston is not a threat.
Unless it's me.
Yeah, unless it's you. 2 Winstons, scary as hell.
There's nothing you can do.
Nothing.
You just could sit there and die.
Yeah, you beg for death because it's happening so slowly.
One of the things that sucks for Winston is there's less snipers because there's Hanzos. No one's playing Widowmaker.
No.
And there's only 1 Hanzo before there was 4 in a match.
Yeah.
So again, it's someone else where the role kind of diminished because of the stacking. I've seen a lot of people saying they want to see him buffed.
I want to see him something done to him.
The thing with him, though, is I think he does have a learning curve. I think he's one of those characters where you really have to understand, especially his jump, because at first it seems uncontrollable. Once you figure out how to control that jump, it's like a whole new world, because it does damage. It's not a lot, but stacked on top of his gun, if you just keep jumping around, it is good. I love his mobility. He's not a tank like the other ones. He doesn't stand there.
His bubble shield's real solid, too.
At first, I thought the shield was the worst. It's like,
Yeah.
why is it here for 2 seconds? Then I realized it does actually help, and like, I actually like to use it a little more offensively. To like, if you drop it on a Reaper when he does his special, it negates it. If you drop it on a Diva, it actually swallows up her explosion.
Yeah.
Junkrat, I mean, he can swallow up specials with that. He's really good at taking out turrets, which isn't as big of a deal anymore.
Yeah.
You just drop your shield. It's done.
That's the thing with him is it's the new meta. He's not the things he was good at aren't being done as much anymore.
Yeah, and that's like I haven't been playing him as much in the new meta because I've been trying to ease into it. I want to see how things played out. And it's like I just never really felt like I never feel like I have to. Before it's like, okay, well, we got to bring out the monkey time. I never feel like I have to anymore.
Yeah, like we got to get out of here. He's great at leaping onto points and stuff like that. The shield is really good. His best thing is harassing Hanses and Widowmakers.
As a free kills.
Yeah,
he negates the new. He does negate the new character as well.
Yeah, and Genenji has no hope whatsoever.
No,
like,
it's over.
You could be the best Genenji in the world. The worst Winston in the world is going to kill you over and over again. So he still has his uses, but I honestly think as of right now, where he is in this meta, he's the worst tank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He definitely is. Like the thing I like about him is he's a tank, but his main role is distraction. Like it's like if you see him, it's like you can't ignore it. Like you have to do something about this giant gorilla running around like punching me and stuff. He is still really good at clearing off a point. If they're like held, if they have a good foothold, go in there and rage, he can break some stuff up. I like it on Volskaya and Anubis.
Yeah.
Where you can just jump over their front line and just they have to break up their defense to come get you in the point, and it allows your other teammates to get in. So I like him on first points because of that.
Yeah, and I also like him as someone who, like, if you're at a choke point, he can jump over it.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he just jumps over the defenses, and they have to break up.
Yeah, they have to come back to, like, deal with him, and then he's going to take a second to kill because of his health pool, so you can push through the front.
The other key is his jump again. You can jump in, distract them, and then just jump back out.
Yeah.
So you've broken them up. You've done some damage. You jump back, find a health pack or a healer, and you're just back. And the thing I like about his special is it doesn't do a lot of damage. I wish it did more.
Yeah.
It's more to break it up, but it gives you full health. It puts you to like 1,000 health, and then you have full health when it's done.
Yeah, so you can
it's
stay on a
insta-heal.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you get that, you can go in. Don't use it right away, even if you have it. When you're down to like 100, pop it. You've max health, and you can unleash Winston's fury.
I honestly think the best thing about Winston is just he is awesome.
He's the coolest guy in the game.
He's the coolest.
His safari costume is so good.
It's great.
He has that mustache and those. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna say this: I played Winston once, and I won.
That's all you need to know.
That's all I have to say about Winston, and I like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
The thing I like about him is he's allowed me to invent new statistics, apparently. Like, whenever we win and, like, I get on the score sheet for jump pack kills.
Yeah, that's always hilarious.
Like, that's always fun.
Yeah, it's like shit you've never seen before. Gretz makes them up.
Yeah.
He generates them.
With Winston. Great. I love Winston. Wish he was better.
Yeah, I mean, he has his place, but it's not as important as it used to be.
No. He's one, like, he seems like the same as, like, Soldier. It's not that he changed. It's just the game changed, and he's not what he was.
He's more situational. Before,
Yep. Same with
he was
Tracer.
good everywhere. You could use him in any situation, attack, defense, moving a payload. His shield is still good because it can move around. It has saved some people, and sometimes when you jump into a point, just pop a shield. It's like, oh, great. I got a Winston bubble here.
Yeah.
He's good with other people because he can go through Reinhardt's shield. He can go through Diva's shield. He can't do anything to Roadhog. If I'm playing Winston and there's a Roadhog, I'm gone. Zarya, I'm gone. You can't hit her. So they just completely negate a Winston. I like him against all of the offense characters except Reaper.
Yeah.
McCree kind of sucks. Tracer can't do anything. She can't kill him quick enough. Soldier's free kill. Even Pharah, I love it when a Pharah thinks they can fly away from Winston and you just jump up and start hitting them.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's hilarious.
He wrecks the support. That's the thing. He can get to the back line better than almost any of them and stay there. He can go in there and harass their healers or kill them outright. Whereas Diva or Reinhardt, you want back with your team defending them.
Yeah.
And sticking with them. Winston kind of is that guy who you want to go off on his own and pick at their back line and harass them to break up whatever they have up
Yeah,
front.
he's kind of like a Tracer or like a Genji in that way.
Yeah, but he's the tank version of it.
Yeah.
I love him. He's the best character in the game.
Yeah.
Obviously. No one ever plays him.
No,
and
he's
whenever one
not.
does play against us, I just switch to him and then
Like I will definitely say he's hands down my favorite male character in the game.
and yeah, the problem is too, I think you're not going to get a huge KD with him. He doesn't do a lot of damage.
No.
And a lot of people aren't going to take the time to learn him. And the people that do are just pretenders.
Yeah, they are.
They're
just
pretenders to the throne
Yeah,
of
they're
Winston.
pretender Winstons. Yes, but we all love him. All right, let's get off the greatest character, and we'll go to Zarya. Zarya's still really good. No, the funniest thing about her is nobody used her until that Korean girl came out and started winning tournaments. Now she's everywhere. She's really hard to kill, and I don't like fighting her.
The thing I don't like is when you're fighting her, she pops her shield and you can't shoot her because it just makes her stronger. It's like, what do? You just stand there and let her kill you?
Yeah.
You have to leave. It's your only option.
Yeah, and she's another one that stacking, you used to be able to take her down, like stacking Reapers or Pharahs. Now there's not much you can do against her, to be honest. I don't know who the counter is. It's probably Mei.
Yeah, because she counters everything.
Yeah, because she counters everything, and Reapers are good against her. But other than that, I don't know who to use to even stop her. And I like playing her, too.
If I get in a room with Zarya and I'm any character, I immediately shit my pants. Like, I need to get out of here. This is pointless. There's no point in even fighting this chick. Like, she's the only character where when I go up against her, I'm like, I'm probably not going to win this. And it's strictly because by the time you even get to the point where you're hurting her, more people have come. Or, like, there's just, you know what I mean? There's just no point in fighting her.
Yeah.
And she's that. And she is a great support for, like, a Reinhardt. Like, if you have a Reinhardt and a Zarya, you're going to do something.
Yeah, it's really hard to break that up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just her tanking. I don't necessarily think she's that great, but like she'll do some stuff. But if you have another, like at least one more tank, like you're good.
Yeah, her as a solo tank, no threat.
Yeah.
Her with any other tank is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Zarya's at a very good spot. Like I don't have any real complaints about her. Like in this meta or previously, like I think she's a pretty well balanced character.
Yeah, I have a lot of success against her with Tracer because she doesn't have the health of the other tanks, and her beam, for some reason, people can't seem to hit me with it because I'm blinking around. So I'm just waiting for her shield to go down, then I'm just dancing around her, and it's death by 1,000 cuts. She goes down.
The thing that's tough with her is, like, on the other tanks, like, you can send her to Junkrat Wheel, or you could call in maybe, like, a Pharah or a Nerf this, and it'll break them up. You can't do that to her because she pops her shield, and it just makes her stronger. You do a Junkrat Wheel on her, she swallows it. Pharah, Diva, she just swallows it and becomes stronger.
Yeah.
You can't even get that last-ditch special in there to take her out because she just takes it.
Yeah, and the thing about her, too, is it's something about, like, when you play her, you never seem to have your shield in a key moment. But the enemy Zarya always has her fucking shield. Like, when you're playing her, you're like, oh, if I had my shield there, I'll die. A thing that really pisses me off about her is if I stick her with Tracer's bomb, she should not be able to negate that with her shield. Like, her shield should just be trapping her inside the bomb. Like,
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense, and it happens all the time. She's one of those characters, man, that, like, it just seems like when you're fighting her, she's constantly got her shit. Like, she's constantly has her shield. She's constantly at max charge, and she is really dependent on other people not knowing what they're doing, and most people who play this game don't know what they're doing. She is zero threat whatsoever if the team you're fighting knows what they're doing.
Yeah, because you just don't shoot her and she can't do damage.
No.
She can protect people, or she can protect herself and one other person, but so what? The thing with her is, it feels like since the last patch when they changed a lot of stuff, it seems like there's less of her. But up until the patch, there were a ton because, like you said, there was that video of that girl destroying with her. Everyone found out she was overpowered. With the new patch, everyone's playing Diva, Reinhardt, Roadhog. So I feel like I'm seeing less Zaryas, but they're still there.
Yeah, they're still there. I see her a lot in King of the Hill now.
Yeah, that seems to be her thing, and it sucks because it's like you get to the point, you can't kill her. She just gets nothing else by the time you do kill her. Her team is back. Because you start shooting her, she pops the shield, and then what do? I have to leave or she'll kill me.
Yeah, pretty much. She's just like a great character, but not like that annoying, so I don't mind.
She's not broken. She's not totally overpowered. She's a powerful character.
And she's solid, and if you're good with her, you're gonna do a lot of.
If you're bad with her, she'll be useless.
Exactly.
You have to know how to use her.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to support. And first up is the new character, Anna Marie. What do you guys think about Anna?
I think she's awesome. Like, I think she's a cool character. But I think she's going to go the way of Genji. She's going to be completely useless until you find that one person that's godly with her.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be.
There's no point in her being the only support you have.
No, if you think that, like, you picked Anna and you have a support character, you don't. And a lot with Annas I've been playing with and seeing, it's like they don't realize their main job should be healing.
Yeah, it really is. You're supposed to heal, and you're supposed to use the sniper when everything looks good.
Yeah, you should be constantly healing, but I feel like a lot of people are just picking her and using her like she's Widowmaker.
Yeah, they are. And headshots don't matter with this character, so just hitting them anywhere. I think she's interesting because she does shoot darts. Like, you can even see them in the wall.
Yeah.
But the darts do kind of damage over time as opposed to just, like, one shot. And I think that's kind of cool. I don't really think it changes much, but I think it's cool. Her sleep dart is pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Like, because you sleep a long-ass time.
But the thing is, as soon as you're damaged, you're right back up. Like, I play Diva a lot lately, and if there's an Anna, they're always hitting me with their sleep dart, but all she can do is hit you with it and run away.
Yeah. What's the point?
Yeah.
The key thing about the sleep dart that I've been seeing, what I've seen people been doing, is guarding kind of ledges, and when they try to jump ledges, put them to sleep, and they just drop to their death.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
And her grenade is nuts.
Yeah, that's her best thing.
Yeah.
Is her grenade, because it's an instant health refill, and the other team can't heal. I think a huge issue with her, though, in at least like from what I've noticed as playing her, first of all, I have no mobility. So Tracer's killing me, Winston's killing me, Genenjis are killing me, Divas are on me like white on rice. Like everything, any character that gets into the back line is just putting me down. And her, I'm trying to snipe someone to heal him. I'm never hitting the right guy. I am never, and like I'm aiming at that guy, but people are just running in front of him. Like, that guy's critical, but I've shot that Winston 6 times because he's gone back and forth. Same with boost. All right, I'm gonna boost this McCree, and I hit Mechless Diva. You know what I mean? That's an issue.
Yeah, I agree. She's another Genji type character. There's no middle ground. It's either great or terrible. I think she's worthless on King of the Hill. And really
yeah,
attack the point. I think her best spot is payload on attack because she can stay back, like especially on like Route 66, or King's Row maybe. Because there's ledges she can get up on with staircases because she needs them. If she can sit up and look at the payload and heal from afar, that is valuable because on those other payload missions, if you're Lucio or Mercy, you have to be in there and you're an easy target.
Yeah.
But again, she's so easy to counter. If you take a Winston up there or a Diva, you can kill her real quick and just go right back to the battle. I think she's good for the situations where you kind of want a sniper but Widowmaker isn't what she was. Hanzo is not. He's stupid. She does offer enough damage from afar with her healing that she is a good complement support character. She goes well with a Mercy or a Lucio. It's just you have to lose something else, and I don't like having 2 support unless it's Mercy and Lucio.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna play 2 support, why aren't you Lucio and Mercy? She is a great, like, in payload. Yeah, if I have a Lucio in the fray healing up or a Mercy, because Mercy, she's the best healer, but she can only focus on one target. Maybe she's concentrating on healing the tanks. She's sniping the soldier and the McCree to keep him healthy and occasionally doing some damage. Like, she's a great supplement in that case, but she's just useless in a lot of situations. To me, she's a weird character.
Yeah, I like her playstyle. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, I love
You're
playing
a healer, but you get to, like, play the game and not just sit there and watch your heal go up. So it's fun to play her. I do like that her dart heals instantly. That's something else the other characters don't have. They'll heal over time.
Mm-hmm.
Her grenade is really good. I mean, that can change a battle if you use it well, because it heals your team instantly for, I think, 100, and the other team can't heal for 5 seconds. So, like, in a last-ditch effort, in those last few seconds, the other team can't heal. You've negated a Lucio, Mercy, Zenyatta's special health packs.
Yeah.
That's pretty powerful. It's just, do you want to play her just for that? Because are you even going to make it to the point where you can toss it in there?
Yeah, and you would have to get close to use it. That's the other thing. I think I can count, because she's hot shit right now, because she's new and everyone loves her, and I'm seeing her a lot, and I can recall one situation where it was like I was playing D.Va and she hit me with a grenade, and because of that, it turned a match. And I see her in every match, and I can think of one situation where she really made a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she's totally useless. Like,
No, I don't
she's
think
not
she's
Bastion and she's not Torbjorn, but she's just not good enough to use, though, I guess. I don't really know how to explain
Yeah,
that.
that's kind of it. She's so middling that, like, what's the point? Like, why am I using her over Lucio or Mercy? And then on the flip side, damage-wise, why am I using her over, like, say, McCree?
As of right now, I don't think she's a competitive hero. I think she's totally a quick play hero. Like, I have tons of fun playing as her, as you guys said, but there's just no point. There just really isn't. And like you said, you want to go and throw that grenade in there, and that's probably going to change the tide of battle if you use it right. You have to be up in their faces, but that's not where she should be. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You have to run in. You're probably going to die. She's really easy to kill. Like, I always kill Ana.
Yeah, she's so easy to kill.
Like, every single person can kill her easily.
And it's like, okay, I like her ultimate. You can say, like, oh, she can boost somebody and turn the tide of battle. It's like, that boost doesn't heal the character. So, like, I get boosted a ton as, like, D.Va, and everyone just notices I'm boosted, and they pop me out of that mech in an instant. I would rather have Lucio give me shields or Mercy bring me back to life.
Yeah. As of right now, there's that, like, oh, crap, that person's buffed, and, like, that buff person thinks they're God, so they, like, run into the thick of battle. But it never really works. It's almost like a week from now, that ultimate's going to be, like, I think, kind of useless. Like, people are going to realize it's not that great.
And, like, okay, let's say... here's a situation where her ultimate would be great. Like, Genenji has his ultimate. She has her ultimate, so you boost him, and you're like, well, now it's still the same thing. Like, Genenji's still killing you in 2 hits. It doesn't really do much.
That's the big thing with her, is all the other support characters have game-changing specials. I mean,
Yeah.
Lucio's Break It Down is one of the best, I think. The Team Revive is huge. The Teleporter is godly, because that alone can win a match, just getting your team right back in. Zenyatta can do kind of the same thing as Lucio. Her special doesn't stack up to the other support characters.
It really doesn't.
And neither does the rest of her. Her healing, you'd have to be really good as a sniper. I mean, I know they are generous when you're healing. It gives you a bigger, like, area to hit. But she doesn't deal enough healing. It's like we said, it's just like supplement healing. She's not a main healer.
She's not a main healer, and she's not a main damage dealer, so what am I doing?
If you literally were pinpoint accurate and never missed, she'd probably be the best healer in the game. But it's impossible. So I'm guessing maybe she'd be better on PC.
That could be a big
I didn't
thing
look
with
into
it.
that yet, but honestly, it's like, if you can't shoot, if you can't snipe, it's almost like if you can snipe that good, you should probably be Widowmaker.
Yeah, you definitely should be Widowmaker.
And the whole point of healing is to heal people that are fighting, and you can't do that because there's probably 4 or 5 people lumped up together. And
you're just always hitting the wrong person.
Yeah, like you're going to hit the backloggers. Like if there's a Reinhardt and you need to heal the Reinhardt, there's probably going to be like a soldier or a Reaper or someone behind the Reinhardt, and you just keep hitting them. So it's like almost pointless.
Yeah. But I love the way she looks.
The thing about her is I think she requires more teamwork than anyone else in the game. Because if you have a team of 6 and you're all talking to each other and you're spaced out and you know where everyone's going to be and what they're doing, she would be awesome. Because if she can sit back and pump heals into the Reinhardt and whoever else, she can heal quick because she gets a big clip. I think it's 8 shots. Her damage is kind of decent. When they said she was going to have like this off damage kind of thing going on, I thought maybe it would be kind of worthless. But 70 damage isn't anything to like slouch at. I mean, it's not going to be a final blow on a lot of people, but it's going to help out your offense. Like we said, how she's similar to Genji. Genji's the kind of guy, I don't know how much teamwork he needs. I don't really play him, but I feel like the best Genji player in the world doesn't need a good team. He's good because he's a good Genji. He's running around killing people one-on-one. Anna needs to have a really well-coordinated team with her, and she has to be a really good Anna. There's just so many pieces that have to fit together for her.
Yeah, really, it is a lot to do.
I do have an interesting thing. I was looking up Anna and like some like how to play her, I guess. I like to do that to see what people's ideas are, and that's where I got the sleep dart thing. But something that's interesting is if you primary fire, melee, and grenade in that combo, and that's the kind of combo you have to do because of the grenade and the melee, the animations are off and you can't time it correctly. So it's primary fire, melee, grenade. You get 165 damage from that, which I thought was actually interesting. That's quite a bit of damage.
That is a good bit of damage.
So if you are one-on-one, that's a good thing to do. And the other thing is, if you slip in another melee after the last grenade, that's going to be 200 damage for her.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
So if you can learn that combo and it's like muscle memory it when someone gets close to you, I mean, there's potential there, especially if you shoot them like once or twice before they get to you. So you could literally pull off killing some people, but again, it's so much work.
Yeah, and then the other thing about her too is we're very early with her. We don't really know what her true potential is yet.
The thing about that combo is like primary shot, melee. Like, are you meleeing a tracer? Like, you're not going to hit her.
Yeah.
And, like, the people that are going to be in there, like, D.Va's going to block it. If a good D.Va's going to fly in with her shield up, so you can't shoot her. Tracer's going to be blinking around. You're not going to be able to get that combo. Winston doesn't care because he's the best character in the game. And that's not even enough damage to affect him. I just, like, at close range, her best bet is sleep and run away, I think. She shouldn't even try to fight.
I agree. Yeah, that's definitely right. I kind of should have started off that you should probably do this off of sleep when they're not at full health. Mm-hmm. Like, if you sleep dart them and you've already hit them once or twice and you can pull that combo off,
yeah, that's something.
Then you could definitely do it. Like, then you could hit the tracer in that. This would be good against like a soldier that's been hurting or something that doesn't really have great mobility. But yeah, tracer, you're gonna want to put that shit to sleep first, and then it might be helpful. Maybe it'll scare them away. I don't know. But that's the only thing people have really found, like damage-wise, where she's, like, somewhat viable.
Yeah, definitely. Enough, Anna. Lucio, still God tier. Still the same excellent man he's always been. He's just great still. I got nothing on him besides that. I never once picked him.
I love Lucio.
Yeah.
Apparently I have the top one. I'm in the top 1% in objective time with him.
Yes, you're one of the top 1% of Lucio objective time.
People like Lucio's. I feel like anyone could play him and do decent, but if you have someone who really knows how to use him,
it's game changing.
He's nigh unkillable because he's so fast. Most of the time when people see him, I think they just say, you know what, screw it, I don't care. I'm going to fight someone else. Because you can't hit him. You can't snipe him. He's like, I mean, Mei counters him pretty hard because she can slow him down.
The best thing for him is Winston. That's my favorite, main use of Winston. If you have that jackass Lucio who's just jumping in circles around the payload and you can't get him off to move your payload, switch to Winston. He'll get him off there.
Yeah, just stand there and you auto hit him. So that's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that. If you can really master his like wall riding, it's game changing because you can get into spots and just skate around. No one can hit you. He can get himself out of places like that well on Ilios and Nepal and that room with the big ledge on the side. He can skate up out of them. He can skate in there and still get heals. He can skate on like up high on the wall near the ceiling in some maps, and he does really good healing.
Yeah, and it's area heal. The thing with him is a good Lucio play is it's so big in the like overall grand scheme of the game. Like we have two friends, and one of them is sick with Lucio, and our team does so much better when he's playing. And we have another friend who's not good with him, and when he's using Lucio, it's like, why am I not getting heals? Like, why are you constantly dead? It's like, why are you pushing out? Like, Lucio is so good that you need to have a good one on your team to win.
Yeah, you have to know where to take him. You need to be with the group, first of all, because his healing relies on being there. You have to know how to stay alive with him, which mainly consists of being fast and bouncing around. And just knowing when to tap R1, because like I think a lot of times people forget you have to tap R1 to get his heal to like his good heal to go off.
Yeah.
That and then knowing when to do your break it down, because they do tell you. I mean, I think a lot of people when they first hop onto him they don't know, but the number in the middle is how many people are in your radius. So knowing when you have like the maximum potential of your abilities and setting them off, that's huge.
Yeah. And I think like the two biggest keys in this game, like as far as like team on team and like taking out meta and shit, is whose Reinhardt is better and whose Lucio is better. Like that's a big thing in this game.
I only pick Lucio for support. I don't really feel. I mean, Mercy's definitely I think second best, because she's primary person. But the area heal is just so overly useful, and if you kind of somewhat know what you're doing, the key is like Gretz said, jump around, wall ride a whole bunch, never stop jumping, and then randomly just push people off the edge if you have the opportunity. But like never, you're not supposed to attack really at all.
Yeah.
He just kind of cover fire, shoot people if you can.
I mean, his gun will do damage. You can knock people off the edge with it.
Yeah.
So like, it's your goal with him is just be hard to hit and keep healing your team.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, he's the only support character I pick.
Yeah.
If we need a support character, it's Lucio.
Yeah, I've never picked him. I don't know why.
Well, you like the next character, right?
I do like the next character. Mercy, I love Mercy. She's the healer I will pick. And I honestly really, really enjoy playing her. It's just a waste for me to be her. Like, in most situations, because my other characters are too good for me to be wasting my time with Mercy.
Yeah, I agree. I do like it when we don't have to rely on Kester being the healer. But I do like playing Mercy. She's a lot of fun. I like flying around with her.
Yeah.
I like how much healing she does. She can be squishy if someone can get to her, but she's usually near Reinhardt or
And everyone will
someone
protect her if she gets hit.
Yeah, if you have a team that has any idea what they're doing, they're going to protect their Mercy because they know how important she is. The revive, I will say, I think she gets it too much. I know they gave her a 10% increase, but it doesn't seem like it.
No, it really doesn't.
I think that because like on those payload missions, she'll do it, you'll kill her, and she'll get back and she has it again. It's like, how did she get it on the way here, it seems like. I think it should get a little bit more of a nerf, mainly just because of how powerful it is. It's kind of ridiculous. I think with the overtime changes, how the fuse burns quicker, that'll help kind of negate that.
Yeah.
But other than that, other than the special maybe needing a little bit of an increase in how long it takes, she's just great. I think she's not broken like any of like some of these characters.
No,
she's not like an auto win character. She's just really good. She's not easy to play. She's not overly difficult. I think it's really, the thing I like about her is she makes healing fun. And for someone who is new to like the role-based game, you can pick it up, play Mercy, and do a decent job for your team.
Yeah, you really can. And I would say a good Mercy is really game changing too. If you have a Mercy that's on top of his or her shit, your whole team has to focus so much on killing her before you can even do anything to the rest of the team. Because if if the other team's Mercy is good, you're not winning a 1-on-1 because she will be on that. And a really thing with her is her with another support makes the team almost unkillable.
Yeah, there have been a lot of times we've been in matches where it's like we can't win because this Mercy is so good.
Yeah. Like she's that one character that if she's so good, you're probably not going to win unless you can get some. And if in those situations, they're protecting her. She is the number one most character you should prioritize when you're attacking. If there's one on the other team, that should be your focus. Kill the Mercy first. All right, moving on to Symmetra. I actually love Symmetra. Starting to get incredibly good with her. She's actually probably my third favorite to play. That nerf killed her, though, and she didn't need it. I think it ruined her.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Literally no one complained about her.
No one was asking for that.
They gave her a very heavy-handed 30% damage nerf to her turrets. If anything, if they were going to nerf her, which I don't think that she needed one, her gun needed a nerf before her turrets did.
Yeah.
Because the gun is really strong. Like that's a good tank counter because no one can block it because it's a channeled ability. It does a ton of damage. And it's kind of like Winston's, where as long as you hit them once, it kind of sits on them.
Yeah, and the longer you hit him, the more power it does.
It's really good. Her turrets are just worthless now. And the thing is, they're so easy to counter. All you do is take a Diva or a Winston in there, or a Junkrat.
They have one hit point.
Yeah, they have one hit point. Winston, if he exists, all of Symmetra's turrets die.
Yeah.
Diva just has to go and pull the trigger once. Junkrat can launch a couple splash bombs in there. They're so easy to counter that I don't know where that came from.
And it sucks for me because, like, when I play Anubis or any of those defense maps, I always pick Symmetra. I even used to pick her on the start of Route 66, and I'd pick her on Gibraltar when defending. I really like playing her. I think the turrets are unique and were a lot of fun. To, like, try and keep your turrets up, to put your teleporter in the right spot, to, like, know when to attack and do damage with her. Like, she was a high-skilled character to use, but you could wreck shit with her if you were good, and now she's just, I don't know.
To answer your question, Gretz, I think, and unfortunately she was nerfed, because her and Torbjorn had the most win rate. Like, it was out of control. And she was close to, she was either 69 or 61. It's something like that. It was in the 60s of win percentage. But the reason I honestly feel she won so much was because she's so situational that if you get someone like Kester who does decide to pick her, they're going to do badass with her. And she's probably going to really help win the match. But noobs don't play Symmetra. She's very hard, and the difficulty curve's pretty high. But honestly, I think that's the only reason that she got nerfed.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think it was, honestly, like, this is like a weird console PC thing. Like, I think she probably plays similar on both.
Yeah. And that's exactly the thing. Like, when I picked Symmetra, it was because I knew Symmetra was going to be sick. And she was going to really change the tide of this battle. Like, Temple of Anubis, if you get that teleporter up, it's game-changing. Hollywood, you get that teleporter up, it's game-changing. And, like, when I picked her, my win percentage with her is 71. So there you go. But I probably pick her in a fourth of my matches, if that.
She's another one. She's one of those characters where, like, it's kind of like Anna, where people could frustrate you. Like, whenever you have no support characters, there's one guy left, and he picks Symmetra, it's like, what are you doing? I don't like her she's obviously not a healer, so you need another healer to go with her, because you need to have a healer in this game, or else you're going to get melted. So she kind of fits in the same role as Anna as far as support goes. She needs someone else to complement her, but I think Symmetra's more useful than, say, Anna because of how much defense she adds. She's almost fits into the defense category more than support.
Her only support ability is the 25 hit point shield she has.
Which is good.
It's nice.
For Tracer.
It's a nice little bonus, but that's all that really makes her a support character. I guess her teleport, but I think of her as more of a defense character. I think she's more similar to Torbjorn or Junkrat than she is to Mercy.
Yeah, I don't know why she is in the support category either. That's
yeah, and it causes I think whenever it says like you have no support character, I think they should make the distinction you have no healer.
Yeah.
They do it for defense and builders and snipers, but they don't do that for healer.
And the other thing is they do it for snipers. It's like you have no sniper. You don't
Who
necessarily
cares?
need one.
Yeah.
Like, why are they telling me that? Like, we're on King of the Hill. I don't need a fucking sniper or defense hero.
Yeah, and then that makes people pick them, and it just ruins it.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm really sad about the hit to Symmetra because I really like playing her, and I do think she's useless.
Yeah, I mean, her teleporter and her gun, I think, still keep her usable because her gun does counter tanks really hard with how much damage it does. It can't be blocked.
Yeah, she'll melt.
And her teleporter is still the importance of that didn't go away with her turrets getting nerfed.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe I should still stick with her. I'm
She
all
lost.
sad about
She
it.
lost some situational use for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but did you know her portal's actually charge based? Yes. Yeah. See, I didn't know that. I don't think a lot of people know that. Like, it gets 6 charges. You can use it 6 times, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it's never been told to me, so I never really thought about it.
Or you never played Symmetric, as it says in the bottom.
Okay, there you go. But I mean, I think it's honestly a lot of people would overlook that. It's just an FYI.
Yeah, and sometimes, like, if your entire team is on the point and it's not under jeopardy, don't take the teleporter. Like, I think people don't realize that. Like,
well,
if
yeah,
you're,
they see it and you're just like jumping on that shit.
Yeah, it's more like, especially like if you're a Tracer or a Diva or someone or a Winston who can get back to the point quickly, and it's not being contested, do not take that teleporter. You're wasting it. So just a little tip.
Yeah, that's a great tip. Okay.
Last but not least now is Zenyatta. Actually viable now.
Yeah, he is known as the tank killer.
Orb Discourse with balls in your face. He's good now.
Yeah, well, the orb is key because it sets them up. It sets the tanks up to be killed by everybody else, and his attack's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's pretty good, so it's worth doing. And my only issue with him currently is that he's still too slow.
Yeah.
Like if he got a little bit of a speed buff, because I mean, for God's sakes, he's floating. He should float a little faster. I think he would be like optimal.
Yeah, his super's a lot better now too because he can zoom around and kind of hit everyone. He's still garbage as far as a healer goes. Like, you can't pick Zenyatta and think you have a healer. Like, pretty much Lucio and Mercy are your healers. Like, everyone else is a supplement to another healer. Zenyatta is a character who he's only good if your team's good. He's not going to help if your team is bad. Because you're putting an Orb of Discourse on someone and it doesn't matter because your team isn't paying attention. They're not focusing. If you're solo queuing and don't pick him thinking that you're going to really affect the battle unless your team is good.
The thing that's interesting is I thought that adding Anna would make Zenyatta useless because they sounded like the same thing.
Yeah.
And they kind of are the same thing, but it worked out the opposite. He's way better at what she does because he does damage. He does actually pretty decent damage.
Yeah, he's a killer.
I mean, he's actually a problem, especially because he has that 50-point buff now, and it's shield, so he regenerates it. He can do damage to you one-on-one, and he can take on some characters. If you get too close to him, he'll fight you.
An Orb of Discourse and I get shot once with Tracer, I'm probably dead.
Yeah, he definitely has some offensive potential. He's a good like mid-range damage dealer, really. I mean, especially for a support character.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I almost consider him a damage dealer with a buff more than a support character.
I always thought he always played more like an offensive character. His heal is okay. It's basically like Lucio's charged heal on one person. it's good, but the fact that it doesn't heal the whole team makes him useless in a healing regard to Lucio.
It's great now though as a supplement. Like if you have a Mercy in there and a Lucio, and like even just like I think him and Lucio are a great combo. You get 2 basically get out of jail free cards with their specials, and then Lucio is like healing, but if someone gets critical, you could hit him with that orb. So you're very good at keeping everybody alive, and then he's a murder machine now.
Yeah, I think the buffs for him were because he's not one. It's not someone they buffed into god tier, but they buffed him back to where he should be, where he's pretty balanced. He has a role, albeit like he's not a main healer, he's not a main damage dealer, but there is a role for him in this game. So I think he's one of the characters they handled really well.
Yeah, they really did. And then
That's it.
that's it.
That's it.
I think we've done it. I feel like we've been going forever too.
Yeah, this is long.
Yeah,
But it was fun.
it's been a lot of fun.
And this is the thing, that we play this game a lot, especially you guys, and to be able to like chat about the new meta is really important. And like this game has changed.
yeah,
It's for the better, in my opinion, for sure. It's
Way
like
better.
it made like an ultra fun game more fun.
Yeah, this game is way better in this meta. The only thing about it is I'm kind of sad to see Tracer not be as useful and Winston not be as useful, but you know they're more situational characters now,
Yeah.
and the requirements change. Like it used to be every team needed Lucio or a Mercy and a Reinhardt and a Zarya and a Reaper and a Soldier. That's not the case anymore.
Yeah, there's a little more variability in the teams you're seeing. There are definitely characters you see more than others, but it's not the exact same team every time. There's different characters getting used. As far as Winston goes, when I'm playing him, we're still winning.
Yeah. Yes. I still love your Winston play, and I think we need more of him.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him buffed.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, to be honest, because I really love him and love playing him as well. I don't pick him because I'd rather be Diva.
Yeah, since they did just do a whole bunch of changes. I mean, in looking forward, the changes I want to see, I think Winston, either his shield should last like a second longer, or he should get a little more damage.
Or a little more health.
Yeah, he is 500. He's so easy to hit, though.
Yeah, he's the biggest hitbox in the game. Him
I'd
and
like to
Roadhog.
see that. I think Mercy should get her res less. Yeah, that's what I would like to see.
And I mean, the game has become way better because you're not losing to a gimmick so much anymore. Whenever you lost matches before, even if you got outplayed, you felt like you lost because of turrets and bastions. And even a big thing on attack became you lost because of 3 divas. And, you know, it's just the gimmicks being out of the game made it better because it is more based around, are you good at the game? And if you want to get better at this game, my main suggestion to people for this is you need to learn your matchups. You need to learn when to switch and what to do. You kind of really need to understand the meta. You can't just be, this isn't Call of Duty, people, and you can't just play the character you like.
Yeah, but that's what really brings down the teams, even in competitive. Like, you gotta switch. You really, I think the best advice to give somebody is literally have 1, maybe 2 characters in each section of characters that you're comfortable playing with, and then you should be good to go.
Yeah, that's me. Like my Tracer is really good. My Diva are really good. Like they're god tier. Like I'm in the top like 500 in the world playing those 2 characters. But if Tracer isn't working and one of our characters is playing Diva, I can play Reaper, I can play Symmetra, I can play Mercy, I can play Zarya, I can play Roadhog. You have to be able to play a bunch of different characters. And that's why I hate Genenji and Hanzo players, because they will never switch.
Most stubborn. They're like almost worse than Torbjorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
We got to wrap this up.
You want to just end it?
It's too much.
All right. Thanks for being on the show, Gretz.
Yeah, special guest Gretz.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
It was.
It was a good time. Quick shout outs: Dragon Power Podcast, Mr. BS Show, Three Cuckoos Podcast, Master Debaters, Martin's Games, and HMR 613 on Twitch.
Shout out.
All those people, thanks you guys so much for your support. You're really helping us out on social media and just through everything. It's great to have you guys as a networking, and especially across the globe. Like some of these people are in Europe and stuff, so it's really cool to connect and talk and share the love of gaming with us. So appreciate everybody, and as always, Kester.
Go murder my murder.